The NFL on EA Sports, where we'll see two of the NFL's oldest and most storied franchises. It's the Washington Commanders and the Arizona Cardinals. Coming up next.
On a spot of land that was once desert, now stands the city of Glendale, and a building filled to the brim with fans, State Farm Stadium. Joined by a former NFL quarterback up in the booth, Mr. Brock Heward. I'm Kate Scott. And Brock, you can brag if you'd like to, because I know you had quite the big arm in your days with the Huskies and the Seahawks in Seattle. Well, we've got a couple of quarterbacks here who also know how to push that football down the field.
Yeah, you got a couple QBs who are going to keep these defenses honest today, because the moment they get greedy in coverage or get too aggressive in the pocket, either of these quarterbacks can drop a dime, drop a deep throw right over him for big yardage, and maybe 6 points too.
Ball teed up. Austin Seibert out for the kick. And away we go in Glendale. Here's Greg Dortch with the return. And a decent return ends as they bring him down inside the 30. So here are the Cardinals now, headed out for their first drive. And they'll be led out by a #1 pick out of Oklahoma. One of the game's better runners, it's Kyler Murray.
One of the beauties of the quarterback position is it's not cookie cutter. QBs come in all different shapes and sizes. Some are 5'10", some are 6'6". Some are better on the run, some are better in the pocket. For Kyler Murray, man, he is at his best when he's playmaking. When his athleticism, that dual threat nature comes to life, that is when he is typically a defense's worst nightmare.
Ready to start this drive with Connor. And the power play up the gut only results in 2 yards.
These are the kind of runs, Kate, that just soften up a defense. Keep working on them, keep working on them. And eventually you're going to break one of those counters for even bigger yardage.
8 yards to go. Let's see how they approach this second down. From the 31. Makes the connection to James Conner. And he's going to bring it up to the 40-yard line before he stopped. It's a pickup of 9 yards. And it'll be first down, Arizona.
To this day, I can still see the faces of the big guys in the huddle. When you call a screen like that, instead of them just getting knocked backwards, they get to be salesmen. They get to push those linemen downfield and then tee off and go hit somebody like they did right there.
And that carry gets him up to the 44 on the solid gain. First down play nets him 5. It's going to be 2nd and 5.
Some backs are easier to tackle than others. Some, well, they just choose violence. They look for those opportunities to bust through tackles and keep those legs pumping.
Halfway to the marker. It's 2nd and 5. Out of the gun. Here's Murray. He lobs it up, looking deep to the right side. Defender arrives right as the ball does, and the hit knocks it free. Incomplete.
Defender's not going to be thrilled the catch was almost made on his watch, but more importantly, he breaks it up. Gives him a chance to do a little jawing after the play. Lets the other guy know he roughed him up and cost him that catch.
Last pass unsuccessful, and they have 3rd down here. From the gun, it's Murray. Flushed out of the pocket. He's running for it. And he goes out. Just needed one more step there to reach midfield.
Well, once a play breaks down, you're just looking for a running lane. Just a little bit of room, just a little bit of air in the pocket. He found one of those two, but the defense swarms towards him and denies him the other.
So on 4th down now, Blake Gillikin gets the call to punt it away for the Cardinals. Ooh, it's away, but he knows he mishit that one. Headed for the sideline. So this one sails over the sideline, and they'll spot it where a touchback would go at the 20-yard line. So now the Commanders will get their turn at an opening drive of the game. They'll be led out by an elite runner, one of the game's top dual-threat young quarterbacks. He was taken 2nd in 2024, Jaden Daniels.
Jaden's the closest thing we've seen to Lamar Jackson. And while there's only one Lamar Jackson, the 2-time MVP, Jaden's going to push him a little bit in this league. He is a tremendous athlete. Over 1,000 yards rushing down the SEC, and he's just got the instincts, the feel to know when to run it. And, man, he can also sling it. A quick, compact, accurate release. I can't wait to watch this guy's skill set unfold in the NFL.
And he'll have it up to about the 23-yard line on the play.
It is so hard for these defenses. I don't envy them at all to try to monitor where these running backs are. Are they chipping? Are they delaying their route? He's such an underrated part of their overall passing game.
Second down now, 7 to go. This is ahead for about 5. Brought to the ground by Kaiser White. 5 yards on the play. They could just do that again. 3rd and 2 coming up.
And that's a pretty modest pickup for a QB keeper. On a traditional handoff, you'll take that yardage, but those QB keepers, so many times, they're really designed, Kate, for chunk plays in my double digits, and they nearly got it there.
Here he is to throw on 3rd and 2. And this is going to be incomplete. Great looking catch, but he lost track of that sideline and went out of bounds. We've got 4th down.
The best of the best, they just have this intuition, Kate. They know where the boundary is without looking. This receiver's not quite at that level yet. He lost track of where he was, and he brought it in, but out of bounds.
4th down, and on comes the punt team, and the kick's away. And he can't evade the coverage team for much. They stop him before he gets really anything on that return. Officially a 55-yard launch. And it'll be Cardinals football. They've got 1st down from the 31. Operating from the gun, here's Murray. And they've got him behind the line for a big loss.
Well, there was never a play in any playbook I ever saw designed for a lost yardage play when you throw the ball. But if there's any solace, at least it was 1st down. A couple more chances to make up for it.
All right, here we go. 2nd down. Kyler throwing here. Throw is there. Trey McBride. He's corralled after a modest 4-yard gain. Frankie Louvu there for the tackle.
This defense didn't give up contain there, Kate. That was an instance where the more exciting plays were taken away downfield. And even looking to the tight end wasn't going to net them much.
And for the Commanders, a 5th defensive back out there. They're going nickel on 3rd down. Looking right, and he finds him. And that tackle stops him after a solid gain. That's the end of one here on New Year's Eve. Couple of zeros on the board right now. We'll return to State Farm Stadium in just a moment. Blake Gillikin on to punt. And this will be his 2nd effort of the contest. And a fair catch made here at the 17. So no return on that punt. And the Commanders will go on offense. Back out run the Commanders for their 2nd drive of the game. And they haven't gotten their legs under them on offense just yet, Brock. 3 plays and a punt on their opening drive. Drive starts out with a 1st and 10. Shotgun snap to Daniels. That's complete to Zach Ertz. Gets it ahead, has about 5 yards. Jalen Thompson, the man on the tackle.
You know, Kate, over the years, I've heard defensive coordinators say, hey, you got to earn the right to rush the passer. You got to earn the right for me to call blitzes. And when you call a blitz and you don't get home and you don't hit the quarterback, you've earned nothing. On
2nd down, Robinson. And he won't salvage that. It's a loss on the play.
What was supposed to move the chains or at least make third down easier to handle instead? Well, did the exact opposite here, Kate. It now makes this third down a whole lot trickier to figure out.
It's 3rd and 8. Need to get a chunk here. From the gun, it's Daniels. That's caught for the first. And he'll go down, it will say right at the 39-yard line. They pick up 20 yards there. And that'll be good for a Washington first.
That's what we call situational football. You spend all week working on your nickel passing game package to take advantage of third downs just like that.
First down now, ball at the 39-yard line. Here's Robinson up the middle. And that's good yardage there with a new set of downs to boot.
Pretty obvious, this defense, man, they need more people around the line of scrimmage. But the minute you do that, Kate, you start opening up those throwing lanes. This is how balance takes apart a defense.
First and 10 from a yard shy of midfield. Now Daniels off the play action. We'll get it complete to Brian Robinson Jr. And he'll cross the 50 and start pushing onto the opposing side of the field.
I call this quarterback's best friend. Some call it a safety valve, some call it automatic, but it's sure nice as a quarterback when you got a trusty running back over the middle of the field that you can depend on.
That brings us to the 2-minute warning at Glendale. The Commanders driving. 2nd and 6 coming up here. From the 47. That's complete. Here's Brown. And he's tackled with the first down yardage.
There's no question the greatest concern there was just getting the first down. You want a high percentage throw, and you're not really concerned about big yards. Well, the drag route was perfect. He comes open in the short field. It's easy to zip that throw right in there and reset those chains.
First and 10 now. Here's Daniels. That's brought in by Luke McCaffrey. And he's able to drive this to the 29 before the stop.
That can be a hopeless feeling when you fire a curl route right into zone coverage perfectly like that. Unless that curl happens to be right next to where one of your guys is sitting, that pass can hum in there and there's nothing this defense can do.
Again, Daniels to the air. He'll get this one to Brown. They rip off a big chunk of field and it sets him up with 1st and goal.
Just excellent effort on that catch and a lightning quick transition from bringing that football in to getting vertical. He was not content for a second to end that play where he caught it. Any catch he makes, his intent is to put some serious yards on top of it.
They'll break the huddle and come up on 1st and goal. From the red zone now. Into the end zone, but someone's able to knock it away. That's incomplete. Thought he had a touchdown there. And it'll be 2nd and goal. Still a couple of shots at this one.
You know, it's tough to succeed at linebacker in most defenses if you can't hold your own in coverage. They rely on you to break up throws just like that and take some of the stress off the secondary.
Out of the gun, Daniels. On the move, headed right. And they will score. Touchdown, Washington. The Commanders get some late points and the lead. Jaden Daniels with the touchdown. Wow, great work there by the quarterback. The play broke down, didn't really have much of a choice other than to escape and improvise, and in the end, Brock, the best call he could have made.
Yeah, and you can do it in different ways in today's NFL, right? The Tom Brady's just recently retired. He did it with his brain. He did it with his mind, but you've got to be able to improvise, as you said. You got to be able to create when a play breaks down, and when you can put 6 on the board, man, does that infuse your offensive group with confidence.
That one splits the uprights, and they add one on to their first touchdown of the contest. It's all lined up. Seibert now ready to send this flight. Dortch now to return it. And the return sets them up just beyond their own 20. Out come the Cardinals on offense late in the half. With the time remaining, we'll see if they can get this into field goal range before halftime. Offense ready to begin this drive. 1st and 10. Back to throw, Murray. Has him on the quick hitter. Pickup of a few as he heads out of bounds. Second down now, 7 to go. Here's Kyler to throw. McBride hauls it in. It's a 26-yard pickup there. And that's a Cardinals first down.
I think my favorite part was the magic he worked after the catch. The way he took the completion and made so much more out of it by adding all the extra yardage.
A new set of downs forthcoming. It's 1st and 10. Throwing from the gun. Stiff arm success. And he has it to the 42 before they make the stop. The Cardinals deciding to use the first of their 3 timeouts. They'll have 2 left to work with before halftime. After a good pickup, they're set up with 2nd and short. Back to the air, Murray. He's got him, that's McBride. And he works this to the 38 before going down. Up to the line, and they're set. 1st and 10. Out of the gun, they'll look to throw. Short pass brought in. Give him 18 yards on that play, Brock, and it gets him a first down.
From a great throw to a nice route and catch to moving the chains, there wasn't a whole lot not to like about that amazing play.
The Cardinals into the red zone for the first time. They've got 1st and 10 right along the 20. They are throwing it again. That one's complete right side. And he's out of bounds inside the red zone, just short of the 15. Second and 6 coming up here. From the gun, it's Murray. The throw is caught. And they bring him down at the 7-yard line. The Cardinals are going to use the last of their timeouts. And that's all they've got for what little remains of this half. This offense in position now. It's 1st and goal. Out of the gun, here's Murray. And no one had a shot at that. It's out of the back of the end zone, incomplete.
Quarterbacks, well, they're a lot like sharpshooters in the NBA. Sometimes they're just going to miss. You got to shake it off and keep on firing.
So after the incomplete pass, here's 2nd and goal. Kyler looking to throw. And the Commanders get home. They drop him. While New Year's parties get set up nationwide this afternoon, we're closer to ringing in the holiday ourselves. That's halftime here on New Year's Eve. Now we'll send you to our studios in Orlando and Jonathan Coachman for a look around the league with our EA Sports Halftime Report.
Okay, Kate, thanks very much, and welcome in everyone to our EA Sports Halftime Reports. We were treated to a fine performance in the first half from the Heisman Trophy winner, Jaden Daniels. His touchdown run was the lone score of those first 2 quarters as his guys hold a 7-0 lead. This has been a hard-fought battle thus far. Just the 1 touchdown to this point is still anybody's game at 7-0, as both of these defenses have been out there trying to one-up one another.
All right, thank you, Coach, and we are back and about set to begin the second half. Now Prater on to send it away. Returning it from the 4. This return makes it up to the 25. Out comes the offense for Washington to begin the third quarter. And they're coming off an excellent series throwing the football that led to that touchdown, Brock. So you and I both expecting that defense to be looking for that on this series. And the drive will start out with a 1st and 10. Throwing with a blitz on the way. That one is incomplete. Couldn't hang on through the contact. Couldn't connect on first. It's 2nd down. Trying to throw here out of the gun. Has a man. It's Brown. And he'll push this upfield and earn them a new set of downs.
Good offenses. Okay, good play callers know how to utilize their personnel. They know where they wanted them. They wanted them in a route in space where he could make that initial play comfortably, but then go to work after.
They'll head up 1st and 10 from the 42. Shotgun snap to Daniels. He throws a bullet deep to the right side. He had it for a moment, but a great defensive play to jar it loose. Incomplete.
Well, that was almost one of those nice chunk plays you like to see in the NFL, Kate, before he was able to recover and provide the hit and ultimately dislodge the football. You like to see that physical edge and scrappiness to contest any kind of shot plays down the field.
On 2nd and 10 now, Daniels. He's trying to go deep again. This is caught inside the 15. They rip off a huge chunk of field as the downs reset.
You know, Kate, we often talk about flipping the field in special teams, right? A kick return, a good punt. Well, an explosive play like that does the exact same thing. Look at the difference in field position. By hitting on that shot, you've totally flipped the field and the tone of this drive.
What a spot for a big play, huh, Brock? It has him well into the red zone now with 1st and 10. Shotgun snap, a give to Robinson. And he's got a nice gain down inside the 10-yard line. It's a 4-yard pickup, and that's going to bring up 2nd and 6.
That is just a good, solid run right there. I know, that's pretty basic commentary, but sometimes football can be basic. It keeps you on schedule, that kind of yards per carry, and you move the sticks.
First carry now for Austin Eckler. And this one stopped at the 3-yard line. Give him 5 yards to bring up a manageable 3rd and 1.
You gain that kind of yardage in the run game, and you're going to gain the trust of your offensive coordinator. Plays like that, runs like that, set the table for everything else in the playbook.
3rd down, 1 yard to go. From the gun, it's Daniels. Forced out to his right. And they will score. Touchdown, Washington. The Commanders grow the lead coming out of halftime. Jaden Daniels with the touchdown. Just a great effort there from him, Brock, to take it upon himself, embrace the initiative, and turn that drive into 6.
You know, Kate, there was a day when you were watching Steve Young or Randall Cunningham, and that felt like a bonus touchdown. But that's not today. It feels like every quarterback's got to be able to score, be a dual threat on the ground. It's part of an offense every single team relies upon.
Seibert now to add the extra point. The point after splits the uprights. And the Commanders double their lead to 14. It's all lined up. Seibert now ready to send this flight. DJ Dallas now to return it. He stopped on the return at the 27. Out had the Cardinals now on offense. They haven't been able to get that offense going just yet, Brock. The deficit at 14. They're out and set, 1st and 10. Shotgun handoff to Connor. And he's able to power this forward, but they stop him after 2 yards.
You know, not a ton of yards, but still showing that commitment to the ground game. The type of run that keeps the defense from loading up in coverage and focusing entirely on that passing game.
8 yards to go. Let's see how they approach this 2nd down. Operating from the gun, here's Murray. Defender arrives right as the ball does, and the hit knocks it free, incomplete. Part of what's earned him status, Brock, is one of the league's better tight ends. Are those hands, right? His dependable hands. So shouts to the defense there because he wasn't able to hang on that time.
Kate, it's one thing for these defenders to separate a receiver from the ball, but to do so on a stud tight end, that's big time.
Murray on 3rd down. And he's there to knock away the pass and force a 4th down.
I don't fault the look downfield at all. I mean, that was just a situation there where it's a better defensive play than the offense executing.
The Cardinals out for the punt. Blake Gillikin will kick it away. And he sends this away. Definitely his best kick of the game thus far. And he's getting nothing on that return. They wrap him up almost at the exact spot that he fielded that punt. That punt goes 63 yards. And they're going to take over possession. They'll get this drive started. 1st and 10. Drive begins with a run. It's Robinson. And they catch up to him, but not until he's got a huge gain and a 1st down. That chunk worth a nice 21 yards. And the Commanders will have a 1st.
So all he needed to see right there before the snap. Defense way overcommitted to stopping the quick pass. Became real easy to hand it off and watch that running back do the rest.
A jolt to start that drive. They're up near the 45-yard line. Daniels on 1st down. Has a man, it's Ertz. And he gets this beyond the midfield stripe and onto the Cardinals side of the field.
Small pass, big result. This dude is just a juggernaut with the football, and once he gets rolling, it gets tougher and tougher and tougher to stop him from playing add-on with those yards.
2nd and 3 now. From the gun, it's Robinson. And he takes it just inside the 40, down to the 39. They get an even 10 on that play. And that'll be good for a Washington first. So as the clock winds down to a new year, we wind down to our final quarter. That's the end of 3. This one not out of reach quite yet, but it is a 2-score game to begin the 4th. First down now, ball at the 39-yard line. Another carry for Robinson. And the defense is all over this one for a big loss.
I talked to a bunch of different GMs, Kate, especially around draft time, and they all say the same thing. Linebackers are so hard to find. It's hard to transition from the college game that's in so much space to this game where you've got to play in a phone booth, yet have that explosiveness to chase a play on the outside down like that linebacker just did.
This is Eckler on second, and he's got this down to the 40. It's about a 4-yard pickup, and they'll still be playing the sticks. 3rd and 11 coming up.
They'll come away happy getting that type of output on most run plays. It's a sign, well, they're getting some good push up front, and this running back is seeing the lanes and paying them off.
Wonder what's in the playbook here as they come up on 3rd and 11. To throw, Daniels. Dumped off to his running back. And he's taken down at the 30.
I'm a big fan of the screen pass. Really, you can run a screen as they just showed on any play. 1st, 2nd, 3rd down, sometimes even 4th. But it takes great acumen, a great football IQ defensively to have an awareness it's coming, and then more importantly, to stop it.
Seibert's kick is up and good. And they come away with some points on that series.
I think you could call this one now, Kate. His field goal makes it a 3-score game, and even the most improbable comeback attempts are going to have a hard time erasing that type of deficit here in the final quarter.
It's all lined up. Seibert now ready to send this flying. Dortch now to return it. And he's going to make this to the 28 before going down. The Cardinals offense making its way out. And with this loss already assured, they at least want to find some points and avoid being shut out. Drive starts out with a 1st and 10. Shotgun snap, looking to throw. Finds him over the middle. And he'll get taken down after advancing this to the 37. Offense up to the line fast. 2nd and 1. Escapes the pocket. He's going to keep it this time. And he'll pick up enough to move the chains.
You know, that's one of those little mental Rolodex plays. Right before the snap, you know if the read isn't there, that option isn't there, you can use your legs to make the adjustment and go get the 1st down.
A dose of the hurry-up offense here. Murray here on 1st down. He's on the move. Oh, he's calling his own number again. And he's able to reach the 40 on that play. The big play nets him 17 yards. And it'll be 1st down, Arizona. It's the 2-minute warning from Glendale. Cardinals trying to make it look a little nicer on that scoreboard. New slate of downs to approach here from the 40. On 1st and 10, it's Murray. That one falls to the turf, couldn't hang on, it's incomplete. Looked like a bit of a concentration drop on that one. And now it's 2nd down.
Oh, that drop is such a bummer because it ruins the payoff of such a well-designed play, Kate. Got the man open, beat the coverage, but then you got to go finish it. You got to go make that catch. I will say, keep that one in mind. They could revisit that play in the future.
And there's a man there. It's intercepted. Jeremy Chin has got it. Second down, they go pass here, and it's intercepted to kill the drive.
And that is one way defensively to get your teammates off the field. That was all about anticipation. Great move there by the defender to take it away and put his offense on the field.
The Washington offense getting set for its next possession. They're looking to just hang on to the ball through the finish. Defense has all of its timeouts, but with this game out of reach, a good chance they just let it run. Commanders starting out in a good spot this drive as they get set. 1st and 10. Robinson on the inside give. And he takes this ahead to the 40-yard line before going down. Give him 5 on that carry, bringing up 2nd and 5.
The humble 5 to 6 yard gain on the ground. Not a huge gain, not a game-changing play by any means, but one that keeps you on schedule and takes some of the starch out of that front 7.
Staying with Robinson. And they'll make the stop up at the 46-yard line. They get 6 and a 1st down as well.
Well, looky here. You don't even have to worry now about a 3rd down call as that run moves the sticks. Now that call you had ready, though, you can recycle it. Save it for later for that next 3rd down coming.
New set of downs for him from the 46. On 1st down, here's Eckler. And he drives this across midfield and down into enemy territory. He managed 6 on the play, bringing up 2nd and 4.
I'm not kidding you, Kate. A run of that length at the NFL level, honestly, is the equivalent of a run of 15+ at the high school level. It's hard in the run game to make yards, and they just got a very successful one.
So it's a win on the road for the Commanders. And a lot to be happy with on both sides of the football as they come away with a total team victory in this one. So for Brock Eward, our incredible crew, everybody here at EA Sports, I'm Kate Scott signing off. We'll see you next time. It's a win for the Commanders as we say so long from Glendale.